What is up, whammin' and gentle whammin'? I am your host today. Welcome back to the channel. If you've been here before, I know it's been about 75 years since I posted something. But we're going to get the channel fired back up with some gameplays and some Yu-Gi-Oh content and just some random content of scrubs having fun doing stuff. But today I'm coming at you with a winning deck profile. I went to a regionals last weekend in South Carolina. I won this beautiful My Valentine mat, and I did okay in the regional event. I didn't quite top. It was a small event. I finished X3. I did okay. I'm not happy with the two of my three losses because one was domestic mine, the other one was because time is gay, and I just lost in the mirror. I can't even deny that one. I just straight lost. But yeah, so I was very happy with the deck. It performed exactly how I wanted it to. It did everything I wanted it to do, and the games I got to play, I feel like the deck performed really well, and I didn't really struggle against any of the matchups I had. So here's the deck profile. Played Orcust, by the way, because I love BA and Orcust is the new BA. And honestly, I just haven't come up with a new BA list. But here we go. 3 Harp Horror because it's the best one to draw. 2 Simple Skeleton because I'm bad at resource management and don't want to have to worry about always continuously shuffling that back with Galatea. 2 Nightmare because you have to. And then the 1 World Wand because it's just like a win more card and it helps you combo when you shouldn't be able to combo sometimes. That's it for the Orcust engine, and then for the PK engine, I ran the 1-in-1. If I could go back and redo it, I'd bump this to 2. In testing, I was siding out the second one, but looking back at the event, a second one would have been a lot better because there's a lot of times where I'd draw one or the other and then wouldn't be able to do the combo the way I wanted it to. So like if you draw this one, it's not that bad, but if you draw this one, it's kind of shitty. Kind of sucks. I mean, you still end with 2 Fog Blades, but it puts you in an awkward situation if you don't open an extender to link the Dingir Seal away. And you play the 3 connector and the 1 Aqua Dolphin. This is just a bait out hand traps. And if they're not smart enough to use the hand trap on this, then they just lose it for no reason. No matter what, this is ripping at least 1 hand trap out of their hand. However you look at it. The 1 Skylaster because it's at 1 and it's really good, but you side it out games 2 and 3 because you need your side deck cards, and from where I'm only running 41 cards, your siding becomes a little awkward. Oh wow, this makes me sad. Okay, you're going to 3 Nessie, 3 Bunny, 3 Sneck. So Sneck is the worst danger to start combo with, and Nessie is the best. Anytime I open connector Nessie, I just feel like I auto win that game because you go normal connectors, summon Aqua Dolphin, Dolphin effect pitch Nessie to rip a card out of their hand, and Nessie effect will search the Jackalope. You link up into Phoenix, you pit Phoenix or Cerberus, and then summon the Mermaid, pitch the Jackalope, and you get to special summon the suits. Or if you're going second, you can go into your Phoenix, pop a back row, pitching Nessie, search the Jackalope, link into your Mermaid, pitch the Jackalope, summon a Tsuchinoko, and then it just helps you extend through whatever your board your opponent built. Then I decided to play, for the last of the monsters, just 3 Ash, just because I always lose a die roll, and this is really good going second against most of the meta. It's a blowout in the mirror match if you time it properly and they don't have a response. Yeah, it's just a really freaking good card. Spells, you got the 3 Engage, 1 Hornet Drones, and 1 Eagle Booster, just your standard Sky Striker engine. Just 1 card combo. That's all I really have to say about it. Your 3 Call by the Grave because you want your combo to go through. Clutch card, man. Like, there's nothing I can really say about it that you don't already know. Card's just amazing. You got the 1 Rhoda. If I could go back, I'd cut this to make it exactly 40 cards because It never really came up. I would have rather had the more consistency. But if in the future, if I bump it to 50, I'm going to keep it in. Finally, for the spells, you got the 1 return, 1 babble. Return is super nice when they stop your combo, like mid to late combo, or if you're pushing through and then you realize you don't have the resources to finish it off. I found a lot of times where I'd go Galatea, set this, activate it, draw cards, try to build a better board than going into babble. They're just really niche situations, and this is always good going second, or on your next turn. It's just something to set other than crescendo. So normally you go first, you'll set this on their turn, you'll set crescendo at the end of the turn, and then on your turn you have this to set to just extend even further and ensure that you'll be able to kill them. Just like a win more card, and helps you dig into the deck when you brick. And then for the traps, you run the 2 Fog Blade and the 1 Crescendo. For a 40 card deck, I wouldn't change this ratio. It was pretty solid. I was happy with it. I do plan on bumping to 50 and bumping this to 3 and this to 2. Because every time I drew this, I just kind of like, it's a really good blowout card, and it helps you on your turn when you're pushing for damage. And it helps stop them on their turn. So if you draw this, it helps stop them on their turn. Because 9 times out of 10, they're going to be trying to Twin Twister a Fog Blade, the Fog Blade they know, and your Babble. So this just stops the Twin Twister from blowing you completely out. And it's just really nice. So in 50 cards, I feel like you can get away with this. Especially with how many 1-card starters this deck plays. Onto the extra deck, you play the triple Galatea. 3 rarely comes up, but I like having the 3rd just as an option. The 1 Longirsu, this card's freaking phenomenal. 1 Dingirsu, because I could only had 1. I would play 2 over the Link Spider that I'm playing, but I only had 1. The second one never really came up, so you can get away with just playing 1. I played 1 Breaksword and 1 Rusty. Breaksword was just kind of as utility. Never really came up this weekend. Well, it came up a couple times. It was just nice to have some good utility. You can cut it if you want. I just like playing it. But that's it's all up to personal preference. The 1 Kagari, just because you need it for the 1-card combo with Engage. The 1 Link Spider, if I could, I'll cut this for a Dingirsu, but it did come up once this weekend. I got on a Jama Trio playing against Mystic Mine, because I assume he thought I was playing Striker because he has to look at the top 3 cards, and he stacked a Hornet Drones. So when I activated Hornet Drones, he chained a Jama Trio so the drones would fizzle. But I just used the tokens to climb up through and proceeded to kill him that turn because he didn't open mine. And then you run into your Mermaid package, which is the 1 your Nightmare package, I should say. The 1 Mermaid, because you don't need 2. Some people are running 2. It is an option. I'm not downing it at all. I just feel like 9 times out of 10 I don't need the second one. There are situations where having a second one would have been nice. I think it came up once this tournament, but like play testing, it came up a couple times, but I just decided not to run the second one. The 1 Cerberus, 1 Phoenix, and 1 Unicorn, they all are just options to link up into the Mermaid. I normally go Cerberus first because Cerberus is the weakest one right now, and Phoenix normally comes up turn 2 to pop cards, especially against like Salad and decks like that. And then finally, to round off the extra deck, you got the 1 Boral Sword and the 1 Borload, just because the Boral package is busted, and there's been numerous boards where these two just like clear them and win me that turn. That's just what they're designed to do. Onto the side deck. The side deck was pretty good. There's a couple cards I might change. I played 1 Kaiju because I just needed a 15th card, so I threw in the 1 Kaiju. It came up once this weekend. It came up against the hero player, actually. I opened 5 cards. I said, oh, I win. But then he opened a board of Isolde with Absolute Zero and Dark Law on board. I was like, oh, well, I just kind of lose this board unless I draw the 1 Kaiju. And I top decked the 1 Kaiju, Kaiju'd over the Dark Law, and just kind of went from there because Dingirsu's fucking broken. And you play the 3 Lancia for the mirror match and Thunder. I don't really care about Thunder unless game 1 they go first. That's the only time you really care about Thunder. This card just kind of blows them out. Same with the mirror match. It's kind of like a blowout in the mirror. That's part of why I lost that one game to Salad in time. Because when I went to push for game, he Lancia'd me, and so actual scenario, game 3 with like 12 minutes left in the round, he goes first, sets up a small Salad board, passes to me. I start my combo, and when I summon Mermaid, he chains Dogwood. So I say fuck it and take the Dogwood challenge, played through it, gave him I think 16,000 is what he was up to. He passes, I cleared his board, swung in for some damage, knocked him back down. He attempts to play into my board after I cleared everything, but I was able to stop his turn, pushed in for some more damage, got him down to 81 past turn because that's all I was able to do. I was rushing. He had 2 minutes left. He draws for turn, draws a foul, normal summons foul, sits there and looks at the clock, and then just plays out his whole turn. He goes normal foul, summon okay. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Make the plays, make the plays, make the plays. He bounces his card for summon Falco, and then summon Spinny. He just drug out the game as much as he could, and passed turn with like 5 seconds left on the clock. I just couldn't do anything. It pissed me off. So he goes pass turn. I go standby phase, main phase 1, attempt to move to battle phase, and time is called around. I'm technically still in main phase, and I get fucked. But oh well, it happens. What can you do? So next up you have the 3 Pankratops because it's the most versatile card in the extra deck right now. I ran 1 Imperial Order for Mystic Mine and Sky Striker. I wasn't really scared of Sky Striker, but it was why not have an auto win button against the deck. Then we played the 3 Red Reboot, again for Mystic Mine, Draco, Altergeist, because that deck's still scary. You need to respect it. I feel like you really need to respect that deck. 3 Twin Twisters for Striker, all the back row decks, and then the 1 kind of to gain life and time. Yeah. All in all, the weekend went pretty well. I was pretty salty about Mystic Mine, but can you blame me? I honestly put game 3 on myself. I misplayed, I'll be the first to admit it. I got overzealous with my Twin Twister. I opened full combo with Imperial Order and Twister, and I got overzealous with the Twister and twisted the I twisted too early because I had Imperial Order. I was like, oh, well, I'll just blow him out, Twin Twister now, and then when he goes to do something, I'll Imperial Order. Which I did it completely backwards and just misplayed like a scrub. But that is the deck, Whammin' and Gentle Whammin'. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm going to start coming back with some more content. It's mostly going to be Yu-Gi-Oh! At first, but I plan on doing some gaming content. I'm working on getting it set up together. So quality is going to be pretty low, and the way I speak and ramble is probably going to be pretty annoying at first, but I'll get better at it. I'm going to try to grow up this YouTube channel, see how it works. Just doing it for fun. I'm not expecting to get big. I just want to have some fun with it. But I hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile, and we'll catch you later. Peace.